people, and welcome to a brand new game. So I'm just getting this today, Endzone, A World Apart. I've played as always for a few hours just to get used to controls, see what it's kind of about. It's a bit like probably Surviving the Aftermath. It's got that kind of feel but without the specialists. So I've just been playing the tutorial. Now we're going to get into it. And we're going to play normal. We'll leave everything else as normal. Settlement name, we'll call it Dadlands, because that's how we roll. Start. So yeah, quite. I always get excited to start a new game, to be fair, and learn it as we're kind of doing our series and see what you guys think. Let us know if anybody else has got it out there. Here it is.
This looks like a good place to settle. You know what we learned in the Endzone. Basic needs come first and foremost. We have to build up a water and food supply, and then...
That's it. So let's build ourselves a home. So down the left, build. We need to get water. So have we got any water? Yeah, down here. So the first thing to put down is a jetty. So let us have a jetty. Now what we need to do is, in the professions, builders, we need to put builders on. So I think we'll just put 3 on for now and let them build that, and then next to it we need to have something to collect the water. All makes sense now. Cistern collects and stores water. This building doesn't take up that much. You can see in the top bar what we've got. Wood, scrap, things like that. I think we'll go... We haven't got any plastic, have we? Right. A water cistern it is, my friends. A water cistern it is. So we'll put that there. Cool. We'll speed it up a little bit onto 3. We also need to get food as well. So... there is options, there is stuff to hunt and things like that, but we will get kind of, I think, a gatherer's cabin. I've got a little bit of food. Let's put a gatherer's cabin down. Don't think we're going to get much else next to that mountain, so let's kind of go... yeah, that'll do. Gatherer's cabin. If the land is decontaminated, so you can tell they have attractiveness, soil moisture, contamination. They will clear that first, so let them get on with it again. And then we've got to assign people kind of jobs once it's built up. And we need to start getting in the basics, which is kind of scrap, wood, all that kind of thing. With our initial peeps, and we need to get in some houses as well. So, onwards and upwards. It's night time. Yeah, we're going to hunt all this stuff. I think that's deers. Look at them. Oh. So cute. So yeah, quite a cool game. Gatherer, right. Now we need to put people in. So just clicking on it. We'll just put 1 in for now, just to try and get us a bit of food. These are the kind of the bars as the numbers that we're going to kind of play to try and keep everything coming in. But we'll explain it all as we go through. The jetty, obviously, still just waiting for this guy. Now I think we'll start to put down just a couple of houses. We can either have a shelter, which will let them... They don't basically breed in a shelter, have babies. This is the attractiveness. For now, we're not really... Interesting location. What was that? I've never seen that. What is that? An interesting place. Send a scout from an expedition station to explore this site. Never done any of that in the tutorial, I tell you that. Logistics. An exploration site. No, I bloody dear. Nah. So we'll just do what we do. Right, we need to get a forester on. So we're going to put him down, I think, over here. Turn him round. Yeah. He'll do for us. So we'll pop him in. And then we also need a scrapper. So this kind of stuff here is scrap piles. So we'll need one of them setting up. Right, this is for to collect the water. So you can see there's a production limit of 90,000. That's in total. That's not what this little guy's going to collect here. So we will set some people up to get water. Let's see a couple. We'll let them get on with that. And housing was the thing I was thinking about. So yeah, so they have like a location that would be a negative influence on them, unattractive. Everything else is neutral. So I'm just going to go with a few cabins to start to get the guys settled in. Let's have a look. So 1 and 2 there. I think we'll go for 4. 3, 4. And we'll just see how they do. We'll turn this off. Let's go. We're waiting for the wood guy. So this will tell us how many people and how many's unemployed. He's got 6 professionals, 5 workforce, and 4 kids. And that'll tell you along there when them bars fill up, they're obviously turned to adults. Got to keep an eye out for these, give us notifications when we're kind of running low on things like that. Right, Forester's Lodge. So cut down and reforest. We'll set, how many do we have? I'll just put 2 in there for now. Now, other basics is scrap. So I'm going to set up a scrappy across here. Resources. Scrapper. Scrapyard. Right. Let's have him close to these. Eventually we can change the kind of location, but I think for now we'll pretty much line them up there. Boom. And he'll get us the scrap metal here. We then need to get recyclers to turn that into something. So we'll see how that goes. But water is going to be the biggest thing. If we have things like droughts or whatever it may be, that'll kind of flatten us. This is the happiness. And at the minute we've still got 3 unassigned workers. Just waiting for them to construct that. Let's have a look at logistics. Let's get some roads in. Build it around our little camp bit. I've got on speed 3 for now. I'm not sure if it's always going to be on speed 3, so we might have to slow it down at certain points. That's a shame. Let's not buy one, but we'll have it. We'll have it. And this bonny lad. See where we got him. Just didn't buy one. Right. So we need to tell this guy to start getting us some scrap. And he's just going to collect from this area, but later on you just hit this kind of change field of work and it'll level it wherever you want it. So there you go. It's telling us that we need more housing, so I'll do that now. Housing, cabins on the back of these. Auto rotate. I think that's pretty much level. There we go. Now, water, water, water. So yeah, so you can see the water tank. I think it's going to be up to 2,000. Then we have different weathers. We have some that'll be bad rain, kind of radiation, things like that, which will all affect us. Everything's going to kind of basically affect us. So at the moment, this guy has issues with radiation. This building produces contaminated resources. And that's where everything's going at the minute. That's kind of our storage hut. So not the best. Interesting location. That's got us baffled, like. Community. I did say to do something, to send it across there. Okay. Expedition station. Wow, that needs a lot of shit to build. We ain't got that for now. Stay with the basics, Game and Dad. Stay with the basics. Bit of scrap down there. Right. So, water. Now, what I am unsure of is, if I build another... I'll let this one fill up. And then, if we put another water tower down, will the same guys fill that one as well? That's what I want to try. So, that's what we'll work on. And we've got 0 medication now. If we do food, a gatherer's cabin fetches in food. But there was another one that brought in, yeah, a herbal hut. Needs 26 wood and 18 scrap. So now that we're providing scrap, I'll do one of these. So you can see it's going to kind of do that area. Let's put it in next to that bad boy. And again, we'll drop a road in. Logistics. And we'll see if we can fetch it along to there. There we go. Coolio. Let's go. So yeah, we've just got to kind of play the numbers. There's a notification there, so there's a drought coming. Stockpile water and food in order to survive. Yeah, we'll do our best. We also could... I know we've got a gatherer's hut down. Oh, we're waiting for a gatherer's hut to go down. Gatherer's cabin. Let's put another one in there. So that's getting radiation already, which is not the best. Now, there is something we can get which helps with that, a decontamination post, but that needs plastic and scrap that we haven't got, and charcoal. So we will need a charcoal burner at some point, which will get us through the wood, but not just yet. I'm going to put in a hunting cabin. What are these? A buffalo cow. So I'm going to work on water and food initially. I want to see how they guys do when they fill this up. Let's go with a... Right, let's go with a hunting lodge. Same again, I'd like to put it pretty much next to where that... We'll have it round here. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to give him his own kind of run along there. Get close to the water. Scrapper's going to clean this site. Yeah, solid. We'll have it there. So that's going to be food. We'll need to start building tools, and for that we'll need a recycler that's going to turn the scrap into something like metal. This guy here. So I'm going to keep him close to this chap, because we are going to need metal. That's this one. And then we'll do a... I'm sure it's a workshop. Produces tools. And that's going to need metal to do that. So I'm going to put a workshop down right next to the recycler. There we go. Now, hunting lodge. For now, we can we'll just hunt for now, right? But what we can do is we can put a pasture down and do hunting and capturing, which will help us out in the longer term. I don't know what is the cost of a pasture? Nout. We just need a herder. Okay. Let's drop a pasture in here. Boom. And then we'll change this guy onto hunting and capturing. And that should do something for food. Right, water's still filling up. But unfortunately, the water, we can upgrade it as well. Once we start to get plastics and things. We should boost our production of protective clothing. Okay. Right, we don't have enough protective clothing. We need a tailor's shop. And he's going to produce activated carbon masks. But to do that means we'll need charcoal. So, resources. Charcoal kiln is going to basically use my wood. We'll put it straight opposite. So again, a lot of building going on. We've got 4 guys who are not working. That's fine. Now we've got the pasture. We can. It's waiting for metal. It's waiting for metal. Recycler. So we'll click on that one. If you leave it on there, it's cloth. Obviously, that one's metal. So that's what we want at the minute, and we'll give it a worker. And that will give us some metal. The game's brutal. Yeah, it goes wrong super fast. Now, we need the... Wasn't community. I'm looking for the one that... where was it? This one. A decontamination post, so that'll need plastic. So again, we'll need another. Set the herbal one up as well. That'll give us some medicine. I'm just putting one into them for now. Yeah, we're still waiting for that. So we will need another one of these bad boys, a recycler, to make plastic. Because that's what the stuff needs for the kind of tailor shop and that. So let's do resources. Another recycler. Kind of got the hunting lodge in the middle, but I'm cool with that. Let's put him sideways on. There we go. Right, so at the minute our red is use a till to make protective clothing. And this is what we're working on. I need the carbon. There we go. So we're going to chuck one in there for now. Again, we've just got to keep watching the numbers. Once we get a bit charcoal in, I'll request for the tailor's shop. And again, they're all kind of next to the scrappy. I don't mind popping him in there. I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we'll get the tailor's shop. And he'll start making some protective clothing, which show up in here. There's 3 styles. There's a handkerchief, a mask, and then kind of radioactive clothes, radioactive resistant clothes. I've got no idea. The number of different foods. Right, next thing we're going to need. Everything goes in here at the minute. So we will need some storage. Now, logistics, a temporary storeroom. That's going to take a lot of scrap. I've run out of scrap already. 0 scrap. So I'm going to bang another worker in there. The workshop, we're going to ask him to make metal tools when he starts providing us with metal. And the tail, this one, we're going to ask him to get... what did we need? The activated carbon masks, which will be the tailor. do they need for the masks? Right, metal tools. We'll let that go for now. Let's get some metal tools in there. Let's look at a few people. Right, scrap's coming back in. And we need metal tools. Just waiting for this one. Tools workshop. We're going to need some, like I say, a temporary storage space as well, but that's expensive for us as it stands. I'm going to get them to fetch cloth in for now. Just for now. Just so we've got a bit of cloth coming in. Right. We've got 3 alerts. Low water reserves. Now. Wow. So. Okay. I'll have to put somebody else on water. In fact, I'm going to pump them all into water. Guessing the water's going down. Settlers with no protective clothing. Settlers with no houses. I think just to cover us so nobody kinda... We'll just grab a shelter. Put it along the back. There we go. So shelters, they won't have babies in there. They will only... It'll only give them somewhere temporary to stay. Shouldn't be collecting more. Okay. Yes, we should be collecting more. But... I've got 5 people working on it. Yeah, trying to build it back up. Settlers with no tools. Recycling. Workshop. We'll put another worker in there. And the guy from metal would be nice. But we don't have any more that'll work in that area. Low food reserves. So, let's get our little hunter guy. Let's give him another couple of people. And the pasture guy. Choose type of animal. Buffaloes. Okay, and they produce milk. Let's have that. Done, done, done. 0 food, 0 water. Okay. Right, let them work on that. Needs metal. Got 1 spare person. And water. Water is the issue. We're slowly filling it. Slowly, slowly. Right. They're still waiting for cloth. I should have it coming in. Right. We have got a workshop, haven't we? Yeah, it just hasn't got any metal. Hasn't got any metal. Well, I've got scrap. Right. I'm going to change it onto scrap until we're actually comfortable with metal. And we'll need these activated carbons. So for that they need charcoal and cloth. And a soul to work in there. Right, we've got the carbon on. Yeah, so it's producing. Right. Wow. Look at that. Interesting locations all over the Knot End. I never come across any of that on when I've done my little tutorial thing, so that'll be interesting. Let's have a look at our water. It's half full. And there's no point in building another one till it's full, is my way of thinking. But I could be wrong. Now they're travelling a canny way from this area, but there's nothing I can do. So if I build temporary workstations, temporary storerooms, they're hugely expensive. Right, so here's a drought. Here's a drought. Now I'm guessing these bad boys are going to need some water, and I'd love to build a well just for these. And their own cistern. Yeah, I'd like them to have their own cistern. Okay. We'll just put them in the queue. No food reserves. So food-wise, hunting lodge is full. Gatherer's hut. We can put a couple of more in there, and then we're going to have to start working on a field. So if we look at soil moisture, tells you kind of okay. So we've got 5 of them as a byproduct, and we're waiting for metal tools to build. Wet, but it's raining at the minute, so it don't tell us anything. Right then, so what else do we need? Tailor's workshop, still waiting for cloth. That's fine. Our recycler is producing cloth. Just think we're using it as quick as we get it. Now, what else do I want? Increase the... let's just increase it by 100. So that's the limits. Now, I would like to have... let's see what the issues are. Protective clothing. Plenty of workforce. If this fills up, we'll do another one and see if that kind of works any better. Now, what else do we go for, guys? I'm thinking a field. A field. And bear in mind they're working that kind of forest area. Let's come across this way. Yeah. So I think it's 12 by 12 is the maximum. Boom. And once they clear that area up, they'll put a field in. And I think we'll also try for a fishing hut. So the field, what seeds can we choose? We can either have beans, which is 1.3 season for growing time and 432 food. Tomatoes, 0.4 season growing time and 288. So we'll choose tomato. And we'll give it a worker. Now, we also want a fishing hut, because that'll give us a bit of foods. And just kinda. No, it's not gonna go in there. It'll go there though. There we go. Right, so we'll wait for that. So the only thing we haven't got at the minute is an orchard for the variation on the foods. We're also going to have to decontaminate at some point. because things are getting contaminated. Still got no protective clothing. And they're trying. Let's lock him another one up. Needs cloth. Cloth guy. Nope. We're still waiting. Right. This is my well. So we'll fill that up, and that should give, I'm hoping, a bit of water to these guys. And take a little bit of pressure off our water. But again, will it need a cistern nearby? You would think so. Yeah, I think they're going to take that down there, so I'm going to put a cistern next to it. Did I ask for a cistern? Did, man. I'm going to put another worker in. Okay, so that looked like a good message. Now, green. Workshop's built, waiting for metal to be produced. And we've still got settlers with no clothing. Workshop, getting scrap tools. Recycler and metal boy. So metal now. We're going to change our tools to metal tools because they're more advanced, higher durability, so they won't break as much. Allegedly. And we're waiting for this section here to get a few tools in. That's still not full. And again, we can upgrade these to water towers. And then once we've got enough charcoal, we can kind of clean and purify the water as well. Now, tools are coming in. It's protective clothing next. And then we need another recycler for plastic. So, I'll pop that down now. And he'll be our plastic one. Then we should literally have all of them covered. Fishing guys can go to work. Okay, we'll just put one in for now, because one's more than we had before. We've got a few animals in there. Okay, so we've got some tools. And we've got no tasks. We're still waiting for protective clothing. And that is all. It's these advanced carbon mask. And it uses 2 charcoal kiln. So we have got 32. I think it may just be the actual movement of them. So let's just check our roads and try and connect them up a bit better. To there, and let's get this guy's road. Let's just go off the inside of here. We'll go. We might as well have it straight down there. Right, there we go. So we'll have a few bodies to use, that's cool. I think we'll just come to here and get the water guys kinda maxed out. We'll look at the upgrade option. It's plastic. We haven't even started getting plastic yet. Have we got a guy to work in there? Yes, we have, and we want him to get plastic. So we've basically got all the basics coming in. Now, I will pre-warn you on this before we even start this series. The game is brutal, yeah. This is us just starting out. I know I'm playing on like super fast speed, but it could bite us in the backside and kill us off, and we might have to restart. So just pre-warning you, yeah. I'm not a pro player. I'm just a dad. So, you know, don't have them unrealistic expectations. I'll knock one of them up. Right, when we've got a bit of plastic coming in, so this will be next time, I want to start to try and get a bit of space down for a temporary one of these bad boys. Because we've got a lot going on down this end, so I think it might be quite cool to do it. Let's try and... I'm just going to put it on the back of here. Okay. I suggest that you slightly improve the population's quality of life, Chief. If you could add more variety to design the meal plan, that would definitely make a lot of our settlers happy. We should also ensure the settlers have access to clean water. Okay, let's do it. Right, so I will pause it here. I think we've done alright for our first episode. Next time we'll be looking at upgrading the water to... I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it's in a drought, so the water's gone. Waiting for the rain to come and fill the water up. Not good, so we need a well also down here. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this. A pal of mine, also a YouTuber, told us about it, and he said literally, you know, telling you now, Gaming Dad, it's brutal. So look forward to it. You know, if it does kill us, it kills us. I'll keep going and I'll keep going, I promise. So I've been Gaming Dad. If you're enjoying it, obviously give it a like, subscribe. If you're playing the game yourself, give us some tips for God's sake. You know, I'll respond to everyone I can. Right, take care guys, bye for now.